Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. We are back with Football Manager 2019 and the Chelsea series, and in today's episode, 2 more games for you. Another double live com. Liverpool's the first match, Southampton is the second match. We're in probably the best run of the series so far. We've scored lots of goals, we've won matches. We're through in the Champions League, that was confirmed the last episode. And the league campaign's going well as well. Yeah, last time we drew 1-1 in Italy against Napoli, and that confirmed us for the knockout round of the Champions League. So we'll have that to look forward to a little bit later on. Still got 2 games to spare. One of them I've played. We still got to play our final group match against PSV Eindhoven. And I think as long as we get a decent result in that, we should win the group with no problems. So it's been a pretty easy group and been a bit of a walkover. But off screen, I played 4 matches, and we started off with a huge win over Leicester, 5-0 at King Power Stadium. We absolutely trounced them. And Willian received the start. I went with Sancho and Hazard in more recent games on either side. Willian was given a start in this game, and he responded with a hat-trick. So I think he's kind of put us on notice that he's back and he's going to start putting in performances. And 3 goals here, incredible performance, and just an overall huge win, 5-0. 2 first half goals for Willian, 23 minutes and 34 minutes. Eden Hazard then scored on 42 minutes to make it 3-0 at half time. Just a couple of minutes into the second half, Leicester went down to 10 men. Their night got even worse. 47 minutes, bore it with 2 yellow cards. Willian converted his hat-trick from the spot, 64 minutes. I gave it to him so he could have his hat-trick. And then we got a 4th goal. It was another penalty. This time it was Mandzukic that took it, and he smashed his in on 86 minutes to score our 5th goal. Just an absolute pounding of Leicester, who had Riyad Mahrez, which I was really confused by because I knew he joined City in January. He's been loaned back to Leicester for the season. I think it's for the season, but he's been loaned back to Leicester. Nice of Man City to give them him back for, I'm guessing it's the season. And then we beat West Ham 2-0 at home. We are getting really lucky with red cards at the moment. We've had one ourselves this season, but the amount of opponents that have had sending offs, it must be like about 6 teams, maybe more so far this season. Denis Suarez was sent off for West Ham after about 20 seconds. I'm not even kidding. He was sent off after, it must have been, it's definitely less than 30 seconds. Ridiculously early red card. Absolutely mad. But we only won 2-0. We had plenty of shots, but we couldn't finish all of them off. It was a good win. West Ham, I mean, they barely threatened. They had 1 shot on target and just 4 shots all game. Ruben Loftus-Cheek scored the first goal on 4 minutes. Willian with his 4th goal in 2 matches on 13 minutes. 2 nice early goals. That's all it took, really. Rest of the game, well, not really much to talk about. Against Graz in match day 5 of the Champions League, we played a heavily rotated side. We rested players like Hazard, who wasn't in the squad at all. And we still managed to win 5-1. And this was really the coming of age, or the payoff of the 60 million we paid for Jadon Sancho. 2 goals and an assist in this match. Hopefully more to come as well. This was his best performance by far in a Chelsea shirt, and show him how much he's actually worth. You know, he's starting to justify that huge price tag now, I think. It was a 5-1 win. Sancho scored on 6 minutes, the first goal. Rodrigo on 16 minutes, making it 2-0. And then Sancho again on 20 minutes, making it 3-0. 28 minutes, Zabacosta poked in a goal. So 4-0 up within half an hour. Graz did get a goal themselves. Schrammel scoring on 37 minutes. So not a perfect result for us, but I don't care if they get 1 goal. It doesn't really matter. I had to wait a little while for number 5 to come along, but it did on 80 minutes. Rodrigo with his 2nd goal of the match. 36 shots, 16 on target. We are not in danger of finishing 2nd. In fact, PSV have actually overtaken Napoli, which is interesting. So it looks like the Dutch might be joining us in the round of 16. But we face them on the final day. Napoli will face Graz. So that 2nd spot is still up for grabs. Last but not least, we travelled to Vitality Stadium, taking on AFC Bournemouth, and we won 3-1. Again, we played really well. And again, we're in our best run, I think, of the series so far. We're playing extremely good football at the moment. Really good attacking football. Possession game is still a bit hit and miss. Sometimes we're doing well with the possession. Games like this, though, we actually had less of the ball than our opponents, but still won 3-1. Zappacosta with another goal on 16 minutes is, I think it's his third of the season, and he's really making that right wing back spot his own at the moment, is Zappacosta. I was a bit unsure about him at the start of the series, and I'm not sure why Chelsea really signed him, but he's been our best player at wing back. Moses isn't really in the equation at the moment. Azpilicueta's playing more at centre back than at wing back, so Zappacosta, he's really made that role his own. In the second half, Will Hughes doubled our lead on 53 minutes, poking in a rebound after a long-range effort by Kante. And then Morata scored on 83 minutes from the bench to make it 3-0. Bournemouth got a consolation goal late on, Joshua King scoring on 90 minutes, but I say just a consolation goal. A 3-1 win, and like I said, we're playing incredibly good football at the moment. We've scored in every match this season, apart from the Community Shield, where we drew with Liverpool and won on penalties in the end. But we've scored in every single Premier League match, and that makes over 20 games now in which we've managed to score a goal. So we're doing really well on that front as well. Just to look at the table at the moment, we're in third place, 6 points behind Arsenal, who lead. Man United are second. We are 2 ahead of Liverpool in fourth. So we're back in the top 4 spots after being, I think we were in 5th last time round. So we're looking a lot better. Like I said, the goals are coming thick and fast. We're doing really well. This is the side that we played against Bournemouth. I don't really feel the need to change it too much because the team's playing so well at the moment. We've had a lot of issues with midfield at the moment. Injuries in midfield have been a bit of a pain. Mason Mount suffered a double hernia. He's out for another couple of weeks. Jorginho, of course, with that broken ankle, he's still going to be out for maybe a month, maybe a bit more than that. So that's a bit of a problem at the moment, and the midfield's a bit stretched. We've only really have Kante, Hughes and Barkley. Loftus-Cheek was unavailable for a while as well, but he's back after a rest. So no, I'm not going to change the team at all. I'm happy with it. So we're going to send it out. The game is running a lot better. I've changed something to make it run better. I think it was an issue with Nvidia. I think it was to do my graphics card. So I've changed a few settings and it's running much, much better. So if you're having the same problem, then drop me a message and I'll let you know what I did, because it might end up doing the same for you. So if you are having any problems with the game, like being really laggy or jumpy, then drop me a message because I might be able to help you out. But yeah, let's jump into the match. And that's well cut out by Jadon Sancho there. I probably should have started Hazard in this game because he was on the bench after his rest, and I decided to continue playing Sancho after his display in the Champions League. That's a good ball up to Willian though, who's been in real goal scoring form recently and almost finds the goal there, but Alisson is equal to it. 21 minutes on the clock, a goal kicks up towards Willian. And he's past the player here. Can he put the ball in there? Not quite. And we've won a penalty. Zappacosta brought down on the edge of the box. Jadon Sancho's on this. No, he's not. Although he's motivated and his penalty taking isn't too bad. I'm going to give it to Rodrigo though. He's the striker. We'll give it to him. Rodrigo's, he's got a level head. He has missed a couple, but I trust him to put this one in. Sancho though. Oh, it's still giving it to Sancho. He scored it. That's fine. But I changed it, but for some reason it still didn't change the taker. Well, that marks his first goal in the league, so it's from the spot. That's fine. He scored it, so I'm not worried about that. Will Hughes here. He's in his own half. Got to be careful. Don't do anything silly. That's a ball up for... Was that Rudiger all the way up there? What? Oh, no, it's Rodrigo. I just saw an R. I thought it was Rudiger. It's not. Fabinho's going forward here for Liverpool. Plays it out to Trent Alexander-Arnold on the flank. Gives it back to Henderson, who passes forward. Unlike you, Jordan Henderson, I shouldn't be having a dig at one of my own players because I'm a fan. That's a ball for Rodrigo. He's got a lot of defence to get through those. Liverpool, they've crowded that defence. Sancho has an effort, but it was fairly sane. Been a very cagey match so far. We have got the goal, but otherwise we haven't done a great deal. Free kick here for Liverpool. We've struggled with set pieces, and there's another one. Firmino scores with the header on the edge of the 6-yard box, and 35 minutes played, it's 1-1. Set pieces are a weakness for us, again. I mean, for me, maybe. The corner tactics, I have set up well, they're not my own ones, but I have got corner tactics set up, but they've not been great, and been made to pay again there. But half time, 1-1 is not a bad scoreline. Liverpool are a good team. Second half underway. I've not changed anything, but Hazard is waiting in the wings though if things don't improve. Again, Liverpool a lot more possession than us, and in terms of shots, we're just a bit ahead, but it's not been too good. Now Rodrigo's picked up a knock. We will bring him off because he hasn't scored, he's nervous, and he's down to 62%. So we're going to take him off. I'm going to go Mandzukic just because his morale is slightly better. Hopefully we can get a winner here because we were leading for a bit. But there's 20 minutes left. There's time. Firmino's off injured. Van Dijk is also off. Milner and Ox are on. So changes are plenty for Liverpool. I'm going to make another change. Willian's not had a good game. We'll bring on Hazard. We'll pretty mild on the right hand side. But it looks like it's going to be a draw here. There's just a few minutes left. 5 minutes of injury time. Not been a great deal of highlights in this match. The rain has started tipping down now. Robertson's got the ball, and that's intercepted by Zabacosta. But Liverpool looking for another attack. Henderson to Milner. Was that a flash of lightning? I didn't even know there was lightning on this game. Robertson, this is not good. Robertson, I mean, he had options in the box, but he went himself. Maybe chance for one more here, but I think the time's going to run down. We're into the last minute. I think the whistle's going to blow. There it is. It's a 1-1 draw. It's not bad. It's another game where we scored, but other than the penalty, we didn't really look particularly good today. I probably could have done something different, but we've managed to get a point. That's okay, I guess. I'm going to say I wasn't pleased, because, I mean, brutally honest, I wasn't. Should you imagine, actually, Liverpool are managed by Guardiola now, and Jurgen Klopp has just joined Real Madrid. So, it is all chop and change at the moment with the big clubs. Rodrigo, Achilles injury, but only out for a couple of days, so he might be a doubt for the Southampton match, but other than that, he should be okay. Kante needs a bit of a rest. This is where the tiredness is kicking in. December's always demanding and tough. But yeah, hopefully we'll be okay. Southampton next. They're 16th. It's away from home. Hopefully we'll win that one. We've done really well in the live comms at the moment, apart from losing at home to Everton on the first day. I didn't think that one through. Southampton are managed by Ruddy Jaidi. That's an odd... He's a caretaker manager. So who has Southampton just sacked? It's not Mark Hughes. It is Mark Hughes. Sacked on the 4th of December. Which I swear he's just been sacked in real life. On the same date. That is spooky. Football Manager can predict the future. Can predict time. So Southampton have a caretaker manager. Now that could be good or it could be bad. Because, I mean, they haven't appointed a new manager. But sometimes teams tend to do really well if they've just lost their manager. That's kind of worried me a bit. Kante needs a rest again. We're going to go Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Play him as Mitzala. He seems to like that role. I'm also going to start Hazard over Sancho. I'm also going to bring in Azpilicueta at centre-back. We need a stopper in there. I'm going to put Rudiger as a no-nonsense stopper. Lots of 91s and 90s, but I don't see that being an issue. We've got PSV coming up, so I think that's the game we're going to rotate for, as we've already won that group. There will be big changes in that PSV match. We might see some debuts, who knows. I might play some kids in that one. As long as I can keep scoring, that's good. I want to see how long I can keep this run going of scoring in matches. I think it's at 22 now, so we'll see how long we can keep it going. Well, 25 minutes into this match, we haven't had a highlight. We've had one shot at goal. Southampton have over 60% possession, so this isn't what I wanted. And Hazard's picked up a knock. Oh, of course he has. That's just brilliant. And oh, we have a highlight. 36th minute of the match. Rodrigo gives it to Loftus-Cheek. Here's Hazard. He's got a knock, but he's running fine. It's a tight calf. I think he'll be okay. Alonso's got it. Well, Hughes on the far post. It's deflected, but this time it's in. Second time of asking and Hughes scores. That's his third goal of the season. Over £36 million isn't looking too bad for him. He's actually turned out really good, and he was only meant to be a backup player. But Roy Hughes has been one of our better options in central midfield, actually. He's been really good. And he's got another goal here. The first shot was deflected off Lamina, but the rebound went in. I mean, Southampton have had 60% possession, but they haven't had a shot. Hazard has now picked up a full injury. Now it's a lower leg injury. That might still be the calf. But we'll bring on Jadon Sancho. Free kick here for Southampton, and it's in. Charlie Austin scores. I mean, it's just like, after the meme of like the other week, of course it's going to be Charlie Austin. But that was just one of my favourite tweets of the year. The Park Life Charlie Austin rant. But again, it's a set piece, and again we've been pegged back, and we're seeing this for some reason. Why are you showing me that? He's clearly onside. And 52 minutes, Southampton with another highlight in possession here. Ward-Prowse with the ball. I mean, if they beat us, then I'm going to look ridiculous. Willian, Loftus-Cheek's got plenty of space in front of him. Got options as well, and he doesn't find one. That wasn't the best ball in the world for him. Christensen with a header forward. He's got it back. Here's Will Hughes. And that was a bad pass as well, but he's got it back. No, he hasn't. Why didn't he go for that? Carrillo. El Yunusi back against... Is that Guido Carrillo? Oh no, Charlie Austin's through again here. Oh no. He went for goal. Kepa managed to save it, but this isn't going too well for us. And Willian is now starting to not perform too good. 56 minutes. Still drawing against Southampton here, but hopefully we'll get a goal here. Zabacosta's got space. Willian it was actually well won by Lamina. Hughes. Alonso's got space on the left flank. Can he put the ball in? Sancho. Willian scores. There we go. 2-1. We're back in front. Now let's keep it that way. I'm going to go to balanced. I'm just going to try and ride this out because I think it's the counter-attacks have harmed us as well as that set piece. Sancho with another assist. He's racking them up. And then Willian took a deflection off of Bertrand and McCarthy gets a hand to it. So lucky that went in really. But 60 minutes. I'm making a change. Rodrigo's had a bad game. So we're going to bring on Mandzukic. He's got really good morale. So I'm going to do that. We'll go for pressing forward. I know I've been playing him deep line, but we'll go for pressing forward. I'm going to go demand more. Let's just get another goal and just increase that cushion. Try and put this to bed because I'm a bit concerned Southampton could come back again here. 76 minutes coming up. Christensen throw in. Here is the sub, Mandzukic to Hughes. Loftus-Cheek. Again, space to go into. Picks up Mandzukic. Hughes again. Loftus-Cheek. The passing game is brilliant. Oh, Loftus-Cheek was so close to scoring there. We've got one more sub we can make. Willian off, Pedro on. I mean, Southampton have given us a game. I mean, they've only had 3 shots, but they've got a goal from it. And they've played relatively well, actually. So I've got to give them credit. The set piece didn't really go anywhere there, but there might be time for a third goal here. No, there's not. And it's another win, and it's more goals. I think that's 22 games in a row now we've scored. I'm not going to say we were disappointing. I'm going to go for the don't get complacent. It's mostly good team talk, but Will Hughes, the star player out there, really. He was the only one, apart from maybe Willian, to really make a difference in that match. Everyone else kind of just, they did their job very quietly, I think. Let's just have a look at the table. We've closed the gap to 5, but they've still got to play their match. So dropping points to Liverpool did kind of cost us a bit. So we're into December. We've got a busy schedule coming up. Now, I know that we have Arsenal followed by Man City. So I think like we should do both of those, really. Arsenal are leading. Man City are in 6th. Oh, Man City is not going too well. We should really do those two. It's Boxing Day and it's 48 hours after that Man City. That's a cruel Christmas run. No, that's what I think we'll do. We'll do another double at the weekend. I'm enjoying these double live comms, and hopefully you are as well. So we'll do them both. But that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when this is up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live. Follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. I will see you next episode. Arsenal the leaders, Man City just a force to be reckoned with. Next episode is going to be a tough one, and hopefully we'll get some more results and win those ones and score more goals. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.